All right, everybody, welcome to W.M.S.T. Wrestling, Movies, Television, and Sports. Welcome if you're new. We got the crew back. This is our third official episode, I would say. Yeah, official episode. And we got a pretty packed episode. So, first things first, um, I surprised the guys last week talking about doing review for 10 MCU movies. So, there's 10 weeks left till Endgame and we're gonna review 10 MCU movies. So starting off, we're gonna do Captain America: Winter Soldier, and this is my pick. This is one of my favorite movies. That's why I wanted to do it first. Uh, but we have a list done, so we're gonna keep doing these leading into Avengers Endgame. So introduce yourself, cast, before we get started. Hound.
What's up, Hound? IG's got an agenda against the Instagram wrestling community because my account got deleted. So many memories, so many people.
Yes, please follow the man.
That got deleted.
And of course, Tyler.
Wait, hold on. So you can follow me on my new account.
Fine.
That's Hound.
Yes, please follow Hound. He's desperate.
Yes, please.
And that he cut him off. He's so desperate.
Only 156 followers.
Oof.
Get him back to 40K plus.
At least I had a backup though. That was pretty smart.
Okay, can we introduce the next guy?
Yes, Tyler.
Oh my, someone's impatient.
Jeez. All right. I just gotta say the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead. That's all.
Can we not mention that?
No.
And we got editor-in-chief Ziggler.
Yo, what it is?
Yes, sir. All right. And we got Shawn, of course.
What's up, brother? What's up, brother?
And of course, Cam. I'm still trying to come up with a name for you, so yeah.
Just don't come up with a name for me, just
I guess Cam is fine. Cam is fine. All right, so we're gonna review Winter Soldier. So here's how we're gonna review it. Everybody's gonna give their opinion of the movie, and then at the end of their review of the movie, we're gonna keep it short and simple. Everybody's gonna get a review in, and then you're gonna rate the movie out of 10. And then at the end of the review, we're going to aggregate the score, see what the average is. And I'm going to do that for all 10 movies, and we'll see the results at the end. So, Winter Soldier. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go first since I think either me or somebody else, we have this movie as our number one favorite MCU movie. I know it's on the top of my list. I don't know if it's on top of anybody else's list.
It's my top 3, so.
Yeah, but it's for me. So I'll just go first. For me, it's the best MCU movie, man. Man, how do I start talking about this movie, man? So I was actually watching this, last weekend just to prepare for the pod, and man, I gotta tell you, so this is the first movie that the Russo brothers did, and man, like it's. The action in this movie, I think that's the best part about this movie, but it's not the only good part about this movie, but it's one of the best action sequences I've ever seen in almost any action movie, to be honest. The action is very well shot, like it's all handheld camera, so everything is in camera. There's no quick cuts. It's very little quick cuts. I think that's what helps me keep engaging with the action in the movie. Even after watching it for like the 15th time or whatever, I'm still into the action. It's like always so engaging and stuff. And then other than that, of course, the movie does a really good job putting Captain America in a modern context, because we don't really, in the mainstream media, we have never really seen Captain America interact with the modern world. So I think this movie does a really good job as highlighting that part of his journey, as how disconnected he feels towards everything. And it's to me, he's a guy who just does the right thing, and he learns that in this world, doing the right thing isn't just that. Not everybody as simple as they used to be in the 40s. Everybody, whoever is good or bad, they always have an ulterior motive to do something else. I think he learns that, and I think it's one of those moments like that actually changes Cap and makes him appear more sympathetic and badass to other people. So I think this movie did a really good job making people like Captain America even more. And of course, Winter Soldier, one of the best villains. They say less is more, and I think that goes for Winter Soldier. He had very few lines, but he was so menacing and awesome. Just loved him. And yeah,
Still, one
overall,
of my favorite lines is, "Who the hell is Bucky?" That's one of my
oh yeah,
favorites.
true. And yeah, that actually reminds me of the last scene, one of the last scenes in the movie where Bucky's just beating
Oh yeah,
Captain
that's one of my
America
favorite
up.
scenes too.
Yeah, the helicarrier scene, and he was like, "You're my mission," and then Captain America's like, "Then finish it." And I was like, man, that's a real moment right there. I
And
think
then
that
like, "You're with me to the end of the line."
right, exactly. So
Because
I
I'm
think
with you.
I'm with you to
end
the
of
end of the line. My bad.
yeah, and I think this is
Fake
the
fan.
reason why Russo's
Show
got to
yourself.
direct the Civil War and two other Avengers movie because of the work in this movie. Kevin Feige's like, I've got a jackpot in these guys, and I think that was the right decision. So you know my rating. I'm of course giving this movie 10 out of 10.
The Russo brothers are the best Marvel movie directors.
Yeah. And we're gonna go to Hound now. So Hound, you're gonna give your
the
review.
He
Whoa.
just introduced himself next.
Yeah. No, actually, I
Well-
was gonna go to Hound next, anyways.
Well, I really like the suit. Like, it's just like just stripped down and just plain. There's one star on his chest that he's got. It's like he wants to glow. He's got this like really cool blue and like gray like shield, which I thought was like really cool.
Yeah, definitely the best suit for Captain America.
I really like the action scene where it's like when they meet Bucky, where like they're on the highway.
Yeah, the highway,
They're,
the
like,
bridge fight.
everywhere.
Yes.
They're driving on the car. I thought that was like really nice. Like Nick Fury pulling some like 80s like spy shenanigans where he like drilled like a huge hole in the street. That was pretty crazy.
The only time we saw Nick Fury in action in MCU.
Yeah. Well, I mean Captain Marvel, so
I mean, yeah,
Just
until
him.
now, yeah.
yeah.
Possibly.
And I really love the elevator scene with like Cap.
Oh,
Like,
man.
like that's just perfect.
Yeah, all one take. Like it's crazy, like how well they shot this movie. It's probably the second or first, like the most well shot MCU movie.
Yeah, I feel like when they got to Winter Soldier, like Marvel just like stepped their game up. Like Phase 2 might be like it might be like the best Marvel phase. Well, maybe Phase 3.
No, Phase 3 is
Phase
probably
3.
the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I
Phase
feel
2
like
had the Dark
after-
World and Iron Man 3.
Like after Avengers, like they just like switched up their movies. They didn't really write and call for their like dark and like realistic takes on like these characters and like what they like went through. This is like them now. It's like their experiences, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
I would give it a probably 6 out of 10. Maybe a
6.
7.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a fucking
That's
Shame.
low.
Take
You
it
were
back.
so
Like,
positive on it,
I
but
love
you
the
gave it such
movie.
a low review.
I love the movie. It's great, but it's not just I don't know why it's just not like my personal favorites. It doesn't really.
So you think it's
grab my attention.
so
I don't know.
6 meaning it's okay.
No, I give it a 7.
So it's not bad.
I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to pressure your score. I'm just surprised.
Yeah,
Don't
7.
pull his
You
leg.
really
I
need
am.
it, don't you?
Like I like.
I think
it,
you mean
but
a 9.
Watch it like anytime.
Okay, so is it 6 or 7? Your
7.
average.
7.
7. All right, you got it. 7.
Bad up
All right.
boy.
Peer
Tyler.
pressure.
We're gonna go with you next.
All right, I just love this movie just because it changed Captain America so much. You watch the first 2 movies with him, First Avenger and The Avengers, and he's just kind of really boring. And this one just stepped it up completely. Just the entire action scene on the boat in the beginning, and again, like you guys said, the highway scene, the elevator scene.
Well,
It just makes it so good. I think the highway scene is like the best fight scene in the MCU besides maybe the airport and the whole end of Civil War. But it's just the best movie. The chemistry between all the characters, Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson, introducing Falcon and Winter Soldier, bringing back Bucky, all that. The helicarrier scene, like you guys said. Another thing I like about this movie, some of it was filmed in Cleveland, where I'm from, and
Right.
I can't even tell because they disguised it really well. That's just something I really like, just because you can't even recognize your own city in it.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Like even
It's the
some
entire
bits of the
it's the
Avengers.
entire
in
Nick
Cleveland,
Fury
too.
scene, action scene.
Oh, yeah, true.
But I think there's a few other scenes, but other than that, I think it's the best movie in the MCU, like you said.
Yes.
And
Wait till Endgame, pal.
We'll see. Yeah.
we'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 though, for sure.
Yes. All right. That's awesome. All right, Ziggler, we're gonna go with you next.
All right. I like Syed. Watched this like a few weeks ago, and Captain America is my favorite Avenger. He is my favorite right now in the MCU. So I love this movie. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite movies, like of all time, probably. And I really I love the elevator scene. It's one of my favorite sequences in that movie, and I just love that famous line. Fuck, I forgot it. Anyways,
Before we
Before we get
get
started.
does anyone want to get
Yeah.
Anyone want to get out?
I'm sorry.
Thanks,
I'm just kind of out of it.
Yeah.
But
I know it's so
yeah.
beautiful to think about. Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I would give this movie. You guys pretty much said everything out of my mind, so fuck it.
No, you can say it again if you want.
Nah. I'll give this movie 8.5 out of 10. It was, yeah, that's a good rating, I think, for the. It's not the best Captain American movie is Civil War, in my opinion, but this movie like really like brought it up. Like this Captain America, the Winter Soldier was the best MCU movie from that point. So when that movie came out, that became the best MCU movie in my opinion.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the Russo's brothers did a great job with that movie, and they keep on doing a great job with Marvel. So I hope they fucking kill it with Endgame. And I like the addition when they brought in Falcon. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, his first scene with the wings when he fucking got that shield. I forgot his name though. Was like when they kicked him off the roof. I forgot his name.
I forgot his name.
Oh yeah, the director of the Shield.
He was, and he was. It was also the Winter Soldier. It was also like a spy movie too, and I love spy movies. So, freaking Hydra infiltrated Shield. That's a classic spy movie right there. And
one of the best twists in the MCU, to be honest.
Yeah. And then when Senator Stern, I believe, he was also in Hydra. Like, holy fuck! The guy who was trying to take away Stark's suit in Iron Man 2.
I really like that Doctor Strange reference though, like Stephen Strange, even though it's kind of pointless because it's kind of like because he was a doctor at that point.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
They also probably I also heard that he kind of mentioned a guy in fucking Egypt or something like that. It could have been like Mark Spector, Moon Knight. So
what
the hell?
Give me video evidence. No way he said that.
He didn't say Mark Spector, but he said a guy in fucking.
This another case of Chris Evans said move on.
No, we're not.
Don't bring that up, dude.
He didn't say Mark Spector or Moon Knight though. He just said a guy in, I forgot. He said something about like Egypt or somewhere in Egypt.
Yeah.
Someone look it up.
Yeah.
No,
I know
it for a fact. He says it's.
We'll do it later. That's not important. No.
Yeah. Shawn is up next.
Yes, I am. All right.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, shut up. So Winter Soldier actually, when I was starting the Infinity War, movie marathon, I haven't watched Winter Soldier in like a long time. So when I rewatched it, I forgot how good of a movie it was. And I'm not the biggest Captain America fan because I like Tyler said in First Avenger and the Avengers movie, he was kind of boring. So this movie
What?
this movie made me actually think, holy shit, like this Captain America's a badass. The Russo brothers directed this movie, fantastic. I'm a big fan for scenes that like give you goosebumps, like really get you. And when Bucky's face gets revealed, that sequence is amazing. They did an amazing job filming
Remember
that.
we saw that in theaters, Shawn, together?
We did not see that in theaters together.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, that I forget.
Remember we saw that, and then we saw Days of Future Past like the next day.
Yeah, okay, I remember that.
All right, yeah.
It was a long time ago.
It was 2014, man. Come on.
Okay, but
5 years ago.
But the whole movie, that by far, I think they finally started stepping up their game, the MCU, by hiring the Russo brothers to starting making more. I mean, they had good ones, like Iron Man was fantastic, and then they kind of went a little low, but then Avengers was amazing. And
I think like you're saying, I think this movie was the reason they got to direct Civil War and 2 Avengers movies.
Yeah, but the thing is, Jon Favreau directed Iron Man, and then directed Iron Man 2, and then Iron Man 2 wasn't that good. Same with Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon directed the first Avengers, and that was really good, but the second Avengers wasn't that good.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, like, they gave the Russo brothers a chance, and and because they saw like how phenomenal Winter Soldier was, so they tried doing another. And Civil War blew that out of the water, and then they gave Avengers to them, which even blew that completely out of the water. But went back to Winter Soldier, like the whole sequence with having Bucky in there, and like the helicarrier scene and the elevator scene, it's just so perfectly well shot. It's not just a good superhero movie; it's just a good movie in general.
Yeah.
And I give it a solid. And I'm not a big Captain America fan. This is me being generous. I give it a solid like 8.9 out of 10.
Sounds good.
But also, I think 2 directors really benefited for the MCU too.
And they're brothers, so they think alike.
Okay, but one director is like it's like a lot for them to, because the MCU is so big and all those characters too. So 2 directors really made a big difference in the MCU.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And they're doing that with Captain Marvel too. Captain Marvel has 2 directors too. So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wait, it does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a man and a woman directing it.
Yeah, I don't know their names, but they became famous from their work in horror movies. So
are they like dating, brother and sister?
Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck.
Yeah.
Boden, I don't know.
Boden, yeah, Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, usually people that are worked in horror movies, they have good cinematography skills. So
like James Wan in Aquaman.
Right, exactly. So
the ending to Aquaman was so beautiful.
Okay,
right.
That's another
Get off track, buddy.
Hold up.
Wrong universe.
Wrong universe.
What's Aquaman?
We gotta get to Cam. Cam, it's your turn.
Sorry.
Now, unlike you guys, I haven't given the movie a rewatch. I know I really liked this movie when it first came out. I really enjoyed it. It's well shot, well done, great action. It even gave Captain America more wrinkles to his character. It also introduced Bucky.
Reintroduced.
Well, reintroduced, excuse me.
It introduced the Winter Soldier. There we go.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So what's your overall for this?
In other words, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think, my score would be an 8 per se. Yeah, an 8.
8 sounds good. All right, let me put that in. 2.4. Okay, so I'm averaging it out. So 6 people. So our average score for Captain America: Winter Soldier is 8.73. That's our review for Captain America.
With the exception of Hound.
Too low.
6.
Too low.
Yeah,
I think that's good. That's a good score for it, I believe.
Yeah,
it's not better than like
yeah,
than
that
other ones,
8.7. That means it's great. Yeah, so
That's a really good score for this movie. I agree with that score.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, 10 is classic, 9 is amazing, 8 is great, 7 is good, and 6 is okay. So that's how I look at it. So yeah, that's a good
anything
score.
below that is bad.
Anything below 6 is bad, to be honest.
The Hound, dun dun dun.
All right, so let me just put that in my notes. Winter Soldier 8.73. And at the end of before Endgame, we're gonna reveal all the scores, so it'll kind of give the listeners a sense of which MCU movies all of us really like and stuff.
Are we doing an Endgame review too?
I mean, of course.
Better.
Well, of course, we'll do that the Friday after the day it comes out, because I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna watch that on Thursday. So yeah.
Am I the only one
might...
who wasn't a big fan of Captain America's suit in Winter Soldier? I wasn't a big fan of that suit.
I don't like him in a suit in general. So.
I like. Oh,
you want to take it off?
I didn't mean it like that. Never mind. Cut that out.
I like.
Don't cut it out.
I like his suit in Age of Ultron the best. His suit in Age of Ultron was my favorite suit.
I like the Civil War one.
Civil War. I love the Winter Soldier suit now because of the Endgame.
Yeah, the Age of Ultron and Civil War suit are my favorites. I'm not the big fan of the Captain America the Winter Soldier one, but he's wearing it again in the Endgame trailer. So.
Yeah, Endgame makes me love the Winter Soldier suit more. I don't know why. Maybe it's just hype.
Yeah. Yep. Sounds good. All right, we're gonna move on to topic number 2. We're gonna preview Elimination Chamber this Sunday, but before we talk about Elimination Chamber, the biggest storyline that has been discussed, raged about, it's been crazy, the Becky Lynch storyline.
Oh,
so
here we go.
Just to give the viewers a little bit of... Just wait, before we get pissed,
before we get pissed, an aneurysm just yet.
We just gotta give the viewers a little bit more context so as to what's going on. So, of course, Becky Lynch won the Royal Rumble. That means you get to choose the...
Yes, you rightfully won.
Right, hold on.
Let him talk.
Explain them what's going on. So, of course, you get to choose the champion of your choosing, get a match at Mania. And, of course, she chose Ronda Rousey. But, of course, this last Monday... before that, Becky Lynch was apparently injured, and Steph wanted her to get a checkup on the knee or whatever. And she was like, no, I'm not going to do it. So they had her in storyline kind of injured to sell that injury from the Royal Rumble. And now, this Monday, they were like, you got to apologize to Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, basically the Authority, because let's be honest, it's the Authority. So she did, but Vince McMahon came out at the end of Raw. He was like, nope, you're suspended for 65 days. Here's Charlotte as your replacement. And I know a lot of people have problems as to how they entered Charlotte into the match, but I think here's the genius of it, though. The way they did it brought so much heat to the match. It's crazy how much heat it got. I mean, the views for the segment already have like over 70K dislikes, so
it's the most disliked video behind the
it's X-Pac heat, guys. It's X-Pac levels of heat. Like, it's crazy how much heat it's getting.
What did he do?
What did X-Pac do? No, that's just the reference to like a lot of heat, X-Pac heat. So
what did he do?
In other words, it's go away heat.
Yeah, the go away heat. That's what Charlotte's getting, but I think that's the genius of it. Like, that's how they want the people.
New name for it.
It's genius, but I still hate it.
Right, but that's the thing. It's making you hate Charlotte even more. So when Becky eventually does get back into the match, it's gonna be even better. And I think triple threat is a safer route for this match because Charlotte is amazing. So I think she will carry the match with Becky and Ronda to be better. So I think overall, I think it's gonna work out. And I think
here's what I'm hoping, and I'm hoping that I'm right. That at Fastlane, Becky and Charlotte will face off. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the match anyways, but I hope the winner will go on to face Ronda Rousey, and I hope that winner is Becky Lynch, and it's not triple threat. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, because, like, it feels like ever since WrestleMania 30 or 32, that's, like, their default, like match for the women.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't want another multi-woman match. I've seen too many multi-woman matches in wrestling.
Yeah, when
I just want a good one-on-one. I just want a good one-on-one match with Ronda and Becky. That's all I really want.
It feels like
What it should have been.
This is gonna be like main event. This is gonna end WrestleMania. So they want to like put as many as the stars like in it because it's gonna be big. Like news is gonna be talking about it. Like the CNN, Fox, whatever. I don't know.
I don't think CNN reports on
CNN is too
wrestling.
busy bitching about
CNN wrestling. Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna be like women main evented WrestleMania. They had the last match. It's a big deal. Like, yeah.
I just don't know why Charlotte's in it. To me, I just can't wrap my
Vince
mind
imagines
Vince loves
triple
her.
threat to main event apparently.
So he's
Vince
trying to do
really?
Benoit. He's trying to do Benoit and DX again.
It feels like
I mean, that was a good
Evolution
match.
and Brian.
I kind of maybe they're like future proofing the match because what if Becky does something and then they can promote it as like Ronda versus Charlotte in the future and Becky ever like does some ish or like the reverse with like if Charlotte does something they can promote as Ronda Becky or whatever.
I don't think they're doing the triple threat. I don't. I
really-
think they're just going to do the one-on-one with Becky and Ronda, and at Fastlane they're just going to have a match, a winner faces Ronda, because they have like a lot of weeks until Mania,
Yeah.
so they're trying to like fill in something. They're trying to be like a filler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I get Cam's
So
opinion, I think Shawn was trying to say something.
Oh, we're trying to say Shawn.
Yeah.
I do think that it's most likely going to be triple threat because that's where all the rumors and everything have been going, and that's where it seems like it's being positioned to be. But you never know. Plans change. I mean,
Yeah, plans change all the time, dude.
Vince's plan apparently. I mean, we're not like wrestling journalists, but like his original like what it seems to be online was his main plan for the Universal title wasn't always Rollins and Brock. It was Braun beats Brock at the Rumble, then McIntyre versus Braun at Mania, and then he switched it to Brock and Rollins now. So you never know.
Well, thank God he switched it.
I know.
That was.
I wouldn't be mad if that happened because Drew has just like completely changed. You look at him with 3MB and now complete change. Like
Hold on, let's stay on Becky.
I never liked Drew. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I never liked him.
I love Drew. He's a great wrestler.
Okay, we're getting so off topic. But
Yeah,
I didn't like him in
Cam's
WWE,
take.
and then like in the Indies. I don't know.
Okay, enough about him.
Getting off topic.
But the point is that I think most likely we're gonna get a false finish at Fastlane. I think that's where the match.
Yeah.
Fastlane.
Then it becomes a triple threat.
Or
Could
a double count out or a
Well, fuck me, right?
on the mat, something like that. Or Ronda interferes, costing them both the match, and then like it's gonna be a triple threat. And god damn it, it's main eventing WrestleMania.
It makes sense. Like remember TLC when Charlotte just came up and just like pushed Becky and Charlotte off the ladder.
Oh, you mean Ronda?
Charlotte came out and pulled
Ronda.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Cam, go ahead.
I actually have a lot to say about this.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
So vast
Go
majority
ahead.
of the
All right, let's
people
get comfortable,
knew
boys.
that the triple threat
Sit
was
back, relax.
coming. Okay, so a vast majority of the fans knew that the triple threat was coming, but the way that they did it was kind of fucked. So, quote, so if we're going to do a triple threat match, how are we going to do it? How about we build towards Fastlane and the winner either gets added to the match or the match stays untouched? That'll take too long. Plus, they'll be expecting it. Plus, I know. How about we suspend Becky until after Mania and add Charlotte for shits, gigs, reaction, and a selling out, buying in heel turn. Then we'll ride around it and add Becky in. I love it. And maybe for even more of a shits, gigs moment, let's add Nia Jax. Oh, wait, that'll be too much.
Oh, no.
Yeah, people are gonna trash in the ring if that happens.
Anyway, it's complicated and out of left field. Yes, while a bunch of people are happy that it's happening just to say, hey, fuck the Becky fans. It's all about the memes and the heat and all that stuff. A lot of people are losing and having a collective aneurysm over it just for the hell of it. Just for taking her out just for the hell of it. Meanwhile, she won the Royal Rumble match. Yes, she wasn't a legal participant and took someone else's spot, but they let her in. After 30 years of 30 Royal Rumbles have happened since like 88, I guess, there's still no rule about illegal participants. It's kind of like how Steve Austin won in 1997 and never got his title shot. With this, it pretty much says, to hell with your Royal Rumble win. I don't know how they're going to do it, and I don't know why they're copying and pasting the Daniel Bryan Mania 30 storyline, but it'll make for some interesting TV.
I don't care about the love in that. That's a great storyline. I'm glad they're it's being put to good use. Like when they use it with Roman, didn't work at all. Like it works with Becky much more.
Yeah, that's actually another thing I kind of want to bring up, like the similarities between this storyline and so many others. It's one of those things like, couldn't you guys have come up with something different? Like, why did you have to be so blatant? Like, I feel like they fusioned the Bryan storyline and Steve Austin and kind of just gave us this thing.
Yeah, she's Stone Cold Bryan Danielson.
That's what
it's just
that's what I'm kind of feeling like. I don't watch wrestling, but listening to you guys, I just feel like it's the Mania 30 storyline.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the same
correct.
roller coaster ride, just with new loops, corkscrews, and a new skin. It's like a reboot of a movie, only it's gender bent.
Oh,
that's what? So Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, yeah.
But this movie's gonna main event WrestleMania.
Yeah.
This one's gonna make a ton of money.
Will it though?
Is this really gonna be like the main event, like the last match?
It will be, because this is the match with the most momentum and most people talking.
I mean, who would you rather have? Charlotte versus Becky or Ronda Rousey, someone who's in UFC and movies, a bona fide celebrity, a household name, versus one of their homegrown wrestlers?
No, I think no. That's another thing, another topic. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Becky should definitely go over. I think you guys would agree with that.
She should pin Ronda. If it's a triple threat match, she should pin Ronda.
I prefer it be just a one-on-one match because fans were actually robbed out of this match because of the Nia Jax stiffing incident.
Yeah. I mean, whatever happens, it's if it's a triple threat or one-on-one, it's going to be a great match. And even if it's not a one-on-one, they can do that match down the line, maybe SummerSlam. But we'll see how it turns out.
To be honest, I'm kind of scared because now this match is kind of being overhyped. Becky versus Ronda, kind of being overhyped. Kind of scared that it might fall through and it might be just a bad match or just a fine match.
I think that won't happen. I have a feeling this is one of the safer matches on the card. I think she'll be fine. I think Ronda has proven herself enough to be trusted in these kind of situations.
I hope they're working on the match backstage, maybe before the Raw starts or whatever. They're wrestling, working on some kinks, so they can really prepare the match.
Yeah. All right, so with that, we're going to move on to previewing Elimination Chamber. It's this Sunday, if you didn't remember.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I'm just going to...
This Sunday?
Yeah, it is this Sunday, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go through the card, and then I'm going to ask you guys which match you guys are looking forward to the most. So... We have Buddy Murphy. So for the Cruiserweight Championship, we have Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa.
It's going to be a great match.
Yeah, definitely. 205 has
on pre-show
well, even if it's on a pre-show, it's going to be a great match. I think they'll give them enough time to wrestle. And then we have Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman. I mean, I don't know if you're bored of this match, but they added a no disqualification stipulation to it.
I'm even more bored.
Right. And then we have the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Miz versus Miz and Shane McMahon versus the Usos.
Maybe. One Uso's in jail right now, right?
They're at the Uso Penitentiary.
Arrested. So yeah, they're not winning.
I I don't think they were winning either way,
They
but
were
this
gonna win.
just kind of
Buddy
proves it.
Murphy is the best cruiserweight wrestler on
Oh, well, okay. We passed that match already.
Yeah.
Well, he said he was gonna run down the matches and then we'll give our opinion.
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
But we
done
didn't
running it
finish
down
it.
We're like on match 3, dude.
Yeah.
That was match 1.
Well,
Even
I
if
love
it's
Buddy Murphy. He's my favorite wrestler. I'm glad he won the cruiserweight title.
even if it's a B show, it's still got a pretty big card. So next we got Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott with Charlotte at ringside. So that's gonna be interesting.
Flair is gonna get involved in this. Like I
Uh-huh.
wanted to see this match for months. I'm glad I'm getting it, but I know
Yeah,
they're gonna try.
it might
You
be
just gotta
overshadowed.
enjoy it for what it
Yeah.
is.
True. And then we got Intercontinental Championship, Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush versus Finn Balor. So over the weekend they changed. Just a few days ago they changed this match to a handicap match, which actually I don't know. It
My
doesn't
boy
make
Leo
any
Rush is
sense.
Intercontinental Champion, man.
Leo Rush is
Ashley,
money tested.
Okay.
Okay,
We're not starting
Yeah,
with that.
edit that out. Yeah.
Who gets
Leo
that?
Rush.
Look it up.
Leo Rush is one of my favorites in the Indies. Now he's Intercontinental Champion technically because of Freebird rules, I guess.
Right, exactly.
It's
No.
free bird. It's not two
Are they
bird.
using it? Has it been confirmed or?
No. It's not confirmed. But here's the thing. I don't know how this match became a handicap. Like, I thought the Authority figures now weren't heels, so I don't know how this.
Yeah, I thought
makes
we
sense.
were running the show. I wanted
No. We were never running the show, but I thought McMahon's. But you know what? It's the
Finn
McMahon.
Balor likes a challenge, damn it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Do
And
He
you
of
likes to
believe?
challenge himself. I believe in the extraordinary man who can do extraordinary things. Yeah.
I hate that
Extraordinary?
catchphrase.
Yeah, extraordinary. That's what they say.
Somebody get
TV.
Man in the
Extraordinary.
Yeah, that's what I said, dumb fuck.
All right, hold on. So now we also have the Women's Tag Team Championship Elimination Chamber match. All right.
How
Here we go.
is Naya and Tamina gonna fit?
Hold on, I gotta go through the competitors.
Whoa, that
Second.
is
Edit that
uncalled
out.
for.
That's a
That
legit
is
question.
uncalled for, man. That
Okay
was.
then.
If
Are
all
you
three
fat
members of
shaming
New
my
Day can
girl,
fit in a
Naya?
pod,
You don't fat
disrespect
shame.
Naya.
All right, hold on. I
You don't
just
talk
gotta go
about a
through the
woman's weight.
competitors. All right, we got Sasha Banks and Bailey, who are gonna start off the match against, I believe the Riot Squad, if I'm not wrong. No, it's gonna
Mandy
be
and
Carmella and Naomi. They're
No,
gonna
it's
start
Mandy.
the match.
Wait, isn't it Mandy and Sonya gonna start it
Oh
off?
yeah, sorry, my bad. The
Watch
matches were so
SmackDown, damn it.
Yeah. The matches were kind of confusing. So yeah, you're right. You are correct. It's gonna be Mandy and Sonya, and of course we have the Riot Squad, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, and we have the Iconics,
Hey, my goal.
and of course Nia Jax and Tamina, aka the Samoan Slaughterhouse. That's what they're being called.
Yo, that's
no,
a
it's
cool
like the
name.
extra thick team.
Yeah. So yeah. So that should be a good one, I
Samoan
think.
Slaughterhouse.
Considering nothing goes wrong.
Sounds like an Eli Roth movie, The Samoan Slaughterhouse.
What?
Yeah, that does. That you are right. Yeah, and of course we got the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber match. We got Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles versus Randy Orton versus Samoa Joe versus Jeff Hardy versus Kofi Kingston.
My boy Kofi got
Oh
this.
my god.
Let's go.
I might
Who
have
was
to
a
buy this
replacement
pay-per-view.
for
Jesus.
Mustafa Ali, who's currently injured.
I
Let's
really
go,
hope
Kofi.
Kofi wins.
Do I need
He's
to buy
not.
this pay-per-view now?
He's
Jesus.
gotta win.
Yo, if Kofi wins,
Even after giving him that
scream.
rub.
And
Kofi's
I-
probably gonna be one of the final two.
Yeah,
If Kofi's going to win, make it Daniel versus Kofi at Mania and have
Oh,
him win it
that's a
there.
good one.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Unless-
I was thinking that. Yeah.
Unless I'm
Oh,
missing
wow, that's
something,
cool.
I think that's the whole card. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I think
Yeah, it's
that's
I feel like I
That's
want to
the
watch
whole-
that main
that's
event.
all
That's
thing.
what I have on my script. So, all right, well, we're gonna start. We'll go in reverse now. We're gonna start with Cam. Tell me which match you're looking forward to the most.
It's my three matches are Ruby and Ronda and both chamber matches.
Oh yeah, that should be a good one. Who's your prediction for the match?
Like I just posted my predictions today. It's Murphy, Miz and Shane, Finn, Ronda, Strowman. 3 picks for the women's tag chamber: Sasha, Bailey, Jax, Tamina, and the insert pop punk reference here squad.
Okay. Just a side note,
Mm.
that's like the first time I've heard anybody predict Nia and Tamina winning, so that's a bold prediction, to be honest.
Well, they've been the dominant ones.
He's a bold
for
guy.
the weeks.
Yeah, Cam is a bold guy. That's true.
That does
And
make
for
sense.
the World Title Chamber, AJ, Bryan, and Kofi.
Oh yeah. All right, and Shawn, go ahead. Give us which match you're looking forward to the most.
I'm really looking forward to the men's chamber match because I really want either. I doubt anyone's gonna take the title from Bryan at the chamber, but so I think he's winning but I think and I'm praying it's not gonna be another Styles Bryan match and they move it either to Bryan versus Joe or Bryan versus Kofi, and yes, so
Okay,
Bryan's winning, yeah.
and your quick prediction for the whole card?
Murphy over Tozawa, Banks and Bailey winning the tag titles. Ronda beats Ruby. Strowman beats Corbin. Am I missing something?
I think the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
Miz and Shane retain.
All right, sounds good. And go ahead, Ziggler. Which match you're looking forward to the most?
The match I am looking forward to the most is Braun and Corbin. I'm just kidding. It is.
Wow, good joke.
Thank you, Shawn. You're my biggest fan, aren't you? All right.
My dick, what?
What?
Nah, he's the biggest fan. Go ahead.
Yeah, the two matches I'm most looking forward to is the Cruiserweight title and the Elimination Chamber match, the men's.
All right, and quick predictions?
Murphy, Strowman, McMiz, I think they're calling themselves now for some reason.
Yeah, I think so.
Boston Hug Connection, and Daniel Bryan. Oh, yeah,
Right.
and Ronda.
Oh, yeah.
That's
right.
Boss and Hugs Connection, that's what they're calling themselves?
Yeah.
They've been
Yeah.
calling
Jesus.
themselves that for months.
I don't
been-
watch
and
I
Raw
hate it.
anymore.
It's a bit cringe, but yeah, whatever. And Hound, which match are you looking forward to the most?
I'm just hyped for the two chamber matches and the Murphy match. Cause his Royal Rumble match, best match Hideo's been in. Tozawa, freaking great. I'm excited for that.
Hideo Tozawa?
Yeah,
Hideo's gone.
yeah, he dipped. It's his best match. And I just want the Iconics to win the women's tag titles. I feel like they deserve it. I feel like they're like the underdogs. They're like black sheep of this like card. Cause they
I see
add-
the underdogs for that match is Naomi and Carmella.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
I want the
barely a
Iconics to
team.
win. They're my favorite team. I love them since NXT days. So yeah, and I just hope Kofi wins. Even though Bryan's probably gonna win, maybe I think the WWE should strike as like when the iron is hot. Iron is hot right now. Pull the plug and have Kofi as WWE champion.
Pull the plug.
That's two different things.
No, strike when the iron is hot.
Are
Yeah,
you-
just strike it right now. Kofi Kingston.
Did you mean pull the trigger?
Pull
Yeah,
the trigger,
pull the
please.
trigger.
Pull the
There you
plug.
go.
I'm fucking confused.
End it.
I'm gonna so big. Ryan's probably gonna win though, but I'm just
Yeah.
excited to see him in the chamber.
Yes, sounds good.
Peyton Royce for the win.
Peyton Royce for the win. The winning pin. Is that what you
Yeah,
mean?
she's my wife. You gotta win.
Jesus Christ, shut up.
Yeah, Tyler, go ahead.
I think he's just stupid. Like the Lakers are basically giving the Pelicans their entire team plus first round picks. So I don't know if those first round picks will be good, even though Lakers aren't the best right now. But still, it wouldn't be that great of a pick. I just think Pelicans made a good choice on firing him and all that. They should have traded away Davis because how long does he have left on his contract?
After this season, he's got one more season. Then he's a free agent.
That's what I thought. So, like, that's just gonna be a bad last 2 years, I think, just because everyone knows he does not want to play there. So, at this point, it's just like, what's the point of him staying or even playing there if we know he's gonna move on afterwards.
Right, but that's like one of my biggest like gripes with this whole situation. It's like, why request a trade right now? Like, couldn't you wait out 2 more years, be a free agent, and do that whole shtick?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. Like, how you're gonna betray your own team and be like, hey, I don't care about you guys. I'm just gonna dip, to the Lakers. Just trade me now. I don't know. It's just a weird situation. And of course, the GM got fired for not taking that deal. I think that's the best they could have gotten. They're not gonna get shit from the Celtics, that's for sure.
Yeah, like I understand why he wants to leave, just because the Pelicans, they are not going anywhere.
Yeah,
the team they got, and he's been there forever. He has not had no help. You can count like Rondo and DeMarcus, obviously, but any big names in New Orleans? No, not really.
I mean, they made it to the second round last year. They had the most successful season last year. Anthony Davis could have helped build something better there, but of course he wanted the easy way out. Wanted to go join LeBron, go win a ring with them. Like it's crazy. I don't know how these players have got to even ask like a trade like that in the middle of a season. Like if it was off season, I'll be like, okay, that's understandable, but it's crazy.
All right, just wait until the off season.
Yeah, even if he did join the Lakers, still, I don't know if they could beat the Warriors.
Of course not. Of course
beat
not.
The Warriors.
I know. That's why I stopped watching basketball.
I mean, of course, the Blazers did beat them. The last game before All-Star.
I saw that, but still.
I did watch the game and noticed a lot of what they did. So there is strategy as to how the Warriors can be beaten, but that's something for the playoffs.
I think when it comes to the playoffs, it's completely different. Kind of like the Patriots in football. Like
exactly.
They're just a completletely different team.
Playoffs are way different, right? Yeah. Wait, I think I don't know if I got Cam's take yet. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Like it's a complicated thing, actually. Like, why request your trade right in the middle of the season before the All-Star break? Why not wait until the season ends or wait out your contract?
Yeah, I think it was a tough situation for everybody, and Dell Demps couldn't get the deal done, even though he had the best deal he could have gotten. He wasn't willing to do it, and of course, he got fired for it. It's just funny, honestly. And of course, Anthony Davis got injured just the last game, the game before All-Star weekend, and he might not perform in the All-Star game now. So, and speaking of the All-Star game, we got a pretty stacked All-Star team, and of course we got Team LeBron versus Team Giannis. That should be a good one. I don't
like this concept.
Really?
I like it a lot better.
Team this guy versus team this guy concept. I prefer it being the East versus West, the classic concept.
Well, here's the thing, though. I remember 2 years ago, East versus West. It wasn't a competitive game. It was kind of a boring game. Yeah. So I think that's why they switched it up to team, the leader of the Eastern Conference vote getter versus the leader of the Western Conference vote getter. And they also added $1 million. So the winning team actually gets $1 million per player. So that's an added bonus. That's why they did it, to give the players incentive to actually play and compete and make it an entertaining game. Last year's game, did you guys watch last year's All-Star game?
I only watched pieces of it.
Oh my God. You guys should look at the highlights. Like that game was crazy. It was high scoring and there was a lot of defense played. Like it was, I think Team LeBron won by 2 points. It was a crazy finish. So that's why they changed up the format to this kind of format. So who do you guys did you guys have a chance to look at the roster, or should we go through the roster?
I saw the draft happen.
Oh yeah, me too. I saw it. Who do you think is gonna win?
Team LeBron.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Team Giannis. Team Giannis has way too much size. Like Team LeBron's gonna
they got size.
get dominated on defense.
True, but LeBron has they still got tall guys like Karl Anthony Towns and all that.
Yeah, I think the key factor is Ben Simmons. They traded for him on that. Yeah.
Oh, I did. I didn't see that.
Yeah, they traded Westbrook. So Westbrook was on Team LeBron. So Giannis was like, I know Ben Simmons, your guy. So let me just give you Russell Westbrook. You give me Ben Simmons in exchange. Yeah, that was after the draft. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Team Giannis. What about Cam?
West or Team LeBron?
Team LeBron. Okay, you guys are going Team LeBron. I'm going Team Giannis. So next week when we come back on the pod, we'll see who won. All right. So with that topic, this is the end of the pod. Thanks to everybody who tuned in to this podcast, and we'll see you next week.
The 15 people that tuned in.
We'll pull the plug on it.
Well, we did give a shout out to the pod,
you wanna tell them where they can follow us?
Oh,
on Instagram.
Ziggler. I think Ziggler is gonna put it in everybody's handle in the description and stuff like that. Ziggler is the real MVP. Gets shit done for this pod.
No, he's not.
Can you put my Twitter in there too?
I don't know your Twitter, but all right, I'll try.
Okay, just plugging. You pulling the plug on
go to that page. It's actually linked there.
This pull the plug thing's not going away.
It really isn't. Sorry, Hound. And he's on mute anyway, so.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Boom.